folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Look Back. This is where I take a look at reviews I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago, and tell you what I think about them now. So let's go back a year ago where, wasn't good pickings a year ago. Dice Club, one of the worst games I've had played in a while, which is a game that kind of mixed gambling and then fighting, or fighting and then gambling, and did neither one of them well at all. The Brady Bunch game, where you're trying to figure out who caused trouble, is a social deduction style game. Just didn't work out well. At the end of the day, you're guessing, and the way it ended, I thought it was kind of messy. Age of Towers. This is a tower defense game. I like tower defense games in theory, but this one didn't work, kind of plays out the same way each time. Oregon Trail game, Journey to Willamette. This one probably gets a higher ranking because it's not the other Oregon Trail game, the card game that was sold at Target, which is basically an abomination. This one still isn't that great of a game. There's just way too much luck, way too much luck. Patchwork Express. It's not bad, I would play it, but I never thought Patchwork needed a faster version for kids. I think this would have been better had they called it Patchwork Kids. Embark. This is a Tasty Minstrel small game where you're sending out people to different islands and kind of a simultaneous thing. There's some interesting ideas to it. It's just, it didn't feel fresh and new. It felt kind of like the same old, which is why I didn't get a higher rating. It was okay though. Photo Finish, a little fast game here, a racing style game for kids. I liked it. And City of Gears, fantastic game that I really enjoy. It's very unique, unlike other things where you're moving robots around from tiles to tiles and using the machinery there, kind of area control. Some very take-that mechanisms to the game and some tough choices. I like it. 5 years ago, I took a look at Johari, which is a trading game, but was very blasé. There's a lot of trading games out there. They need to have something interesting, and I felt like this one didn't have anything. Medina, this is a very unique game, which still holds up today, where you're building a city together with wooden blocks, really cool. 5 years ago, I took a look at the reprint of the game. It was even older than that. But it's just it's like not push your luck, but just see how far you can go before you claim an area, and everyone else is doing the same thing. Some good decisions, and it looks beautiful. Legendary Encounters. This here, I dropped the rating a little bit because I like Legendary Encounters. I think that it's a good game. It's just not as interesting for me. You know, the whole aliens and they do predators. I like regular Legendary as a game better. I get this one works well, and I know it's thematic, and I know a lot of people like it. But the more I play the Marvel Legendary system, I just like that better. 10 years ago, I played Blurt. This is you just blurt out some words type game, and yeah, whatever. It's just a party game that tried to cash in on all the other popular party games. Gridstones, it's an okay game, putting out stones, trying to do patterns. Came out before a lot of the ones that came out today, but there's nothing really that distinguishes it. It's okay. Let's Catch the Lion, which is kind of a kid's version of Japanese chess. Again, it's okay, a little simplified, but beautiful pieces for sure. Middle Earth Quest. This one I dropped a bit. Middle Earth Quest was the first big game I played after War of the Ring in this genre, which has characters in it that I hadn't heard of, which is part of the reason I kind of dinged it a bit. Nowadays it feels a little bulky, a little unwieldy. 10 years, it's kind of showing its creaks. It's still fine, but it would take a lot for you to convince me to play it, if only because I would say, oh, we got to figure out how to play this game again, and it's a little bigger and bulkier than I'd want. Alice in Wonderland Parade. This is a really clever, simple game. I think they remade it, just called it Parade later on. And placing cards out in a row, a very clever little card game that I think works well. And Martian Rails, the Cran Rail system from Mayfair Games. This is probably my favorite of the lot, where you're playing on Mars and transporting weird things. It has a wraparound board. The component quality is not the best, and I would love to see a reprint of this one with better component quality. I don't know who has the rights to all these games. Maybe we'll see it happen. And those are the reviews I did 1, 5, and 10 years ago. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching Look Back on the Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.